Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today it's going to be 74 and cloudy, and it would be a good day to do some garden work. Unfortunately, I have to go out. I have to pick up a prescription for my mom. So I need to get some more creamer. I was going to order it through Walmart's pickup order, but I don't have enough in my cart to warrant that, and I just don't want to put willy-nilly things in there to add up to $35. So I'm probably just going to run into the store and pick up the creamer. I hate to do that on a Saturday because Walmart's a zoo, but I'm going to be out that way anyway, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. I would rather just stay home all day and get a few things done, but, you know, life happens and we just have to adjust and do what we have to do. So that's my plan for today. We have like a chance of rain, so I have to get out there and drill a couple holes in the raised bed that I put out there yesterday. Otherwise I'm going to have a mud pit. So it seems like there's always something that's calling for attention nowadays. And some things we have to pay attention to, and some things we can just put on the back burner. So, do you ever feel like you're just running on one of those hamster wheels? Yeah, it's kind of like that. But you'll get there eventually. Gotta step off the wheel, I guess. So that's my plan for the day. And hopefully you guys are having a good day and things are going your way. We're supposed to get rain the next 3 or 4 days. So again, it's always a time crunch. That's one of the reasons why I want to downsize my garden anyway. It's just getting to be too much for me to take care of all of it. Even though it's not a real big garden, it's pretty small, and it's all contained in containers. I just can't even eat that much food anymore, so I have strategies for buying food that make it a little bit cheaper so that I don't have to pay a whole lot of these really, really high prices nowadays. So if you can figure out a strategy for your grocery shopping that works for you. What I've got going on pretty much works for me, so I don't spend that much on food. But I started my food stash a long time ago, before it was even a cool thing to do. That's just the way I've always been. So let's fix up this coffee, and this is almost empty. I really like this coffee cake Planet Oat creamer. It's really good. All right. Let's give this coffee a taste. Cheers. I'm trying to use up the Rise creamer. I'm not real impressed with that. The Rise coffee is good, but the creamer doesn't do much for me. But it was pretty expensive, and then they ended up sending me a second pack. So, I don't know. I just want to use it up. It is a probiotic, so I figure it'll do some good. So, all right. Anyway, I do want to do my budget book before I get very busy today. So I will meet you over there at the budget book in just a second. All right, back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I didn't spend any money. I almost did, I was looking for a plant hanger for my front window. I have some fake succulents hanging in front of the front window, and I wanted to balance it out on the right and left side. So I was looking on Amazon. I was going to buy a planter with a macrame hanger, and then I decided to just make my own. I had bought a little shelf kit at not Walmart, at Dollar Tree quite a while back, and had it in my stash. So I ended up making my own, and I saved myself some money. So that's what I ended up doing, because I don't want to spend as much money in May now that I did in April. In April, I spent a lot of money on the garden. I mean, I still tried to keep it on the frugal side and, not just buy anything carte blanche, but I did spend more money than what I wanted to spend. But that's okay. I had kind of planned on it with the gardening things that need to come up. But like I said, I'm cutting back on the gardening anyway. So I'm trying to be reasonable about it. I used to spend a lot of money on flowers and plants. I don't want to do that anymore, not just for the sake of, being a tightwad, but for the sake of I can't keep up with it anymore. So I'm trying to rein things in. And so far, I'm managing to do that. I don't have a ton of things that I have to plant. I bought hanging baskets this year, and so I'll garden in the hanging baskets and the containers that I have. So I have a lot of work to do in my front yard. The dandelions have gone crazy this year. Apparently, dandelions are one of the first foods for the bees. So I didn't want to just take them out too early, but now they're all starting to go to seed, so I have to get those pulled out of my flower bed. I was even thinking about making my front flower bed narrower. It's pretty wide, and it's got a lot of plants in it. I planted a lot of perennials in the front over the years, and I like to have something blooming all the time, and that pretty much happens because I don't want to buy a whole lot of annuals every year. So that's my plan for the front yard. So as we get older, we need to adjust what we can do and what we can't do, and still find pleasure in doing things that we like to do. So that's kind of the transitional phase that I'm in right now. Yeah, and it is a transitional phase as you get from being able to do a lot of things to being able to do less things. And there's no reason to be sad about it. Just you need to make adjustments. And that goes with your finances too. If you don't make as much as you used to make when you worked, and most of us don't, you have to adjust your finances too so that you can be comfortable but still, live within your means and at least try and save a little bit of money for emergencies. And that's kind of my goal. Have enough money for emergencies and also enjoy the money that I have. So, sometimes downsizing requires an adjustment in the things that you own. You want to own less, of course. That's, a no-brainer. But sometimes it doesn't always have to be old things. It can be, if that's what you like. But if you're going through a transitional phase, sometimes you have to adjust your style and your lifestyle and the things that you do. So today I probably will spend some money because I have to go pick up my mom's prescription. And while I'm out, I go right by Walmart, so I'll run in there and pick up a couple of extra creamers because I'm running low on what I have. So, and then again, it's going to rain for the next 3 days or so. So I'll be able to work indoors and get some things done inside. So, okay, well, that's it for the budget book today. Trying to keep it on the low spend this month. It won't be a no spend month, but I'm going to try and make it a low spend month. So, okay. Well, let's check out all my veggie plants out here. Oh, I have a pepper growing. Let me show you. I'm excited about that. These are supposed to be sweet banana peppers, but I'm hoping it's not a jalapeno. There we go. Because they usually bloom early and produce lots and lots of peppers. And sometimes you get one and it's mislabeled. But, oh well. We'll see. I don't like hot peppers. Those will be given away. So, let's take a look here in the garden. I gotta finish putting together my hummingbird feeder. I took it apart. I want to paint it. And this I'm throwing in the trash right here. And let's see here. I emptied all these pots, took all these tables down. I have those to go yet. And then these are the city pickers that I'm thinking about downsizing. So we'll see. But my hanging baskets are doing nicely. And back there I have a weeping pine that's finally starting to grow because there's not as much shade back here now. So yes, I'm cleaning up, and I'm cleaning up my winter mess. So these are the 2 new raised beds, and I think I want to garden just in those. And then I have these 2 and these raised up city picker boxes. I have 4 of those. So the other ones didn't come with a stand, but I think I'm going to try and cut it back to that. And then I have a few fruit trees. This is a plum. I don't know, it's not looking real happy. And then I have the Rainer cherry there, and I have a couple of apple trees. So I don't know, if these trees don't make it, I won't buy more. So I'm thinking about throwing this table out. It's just falling apart. So this will be gone. And then I have a table over here. Oops, that I'll be using. And this little bistro set is still okay, but it's starting to rust. I could spray paint it with some Rust-Oleum. So that's what I'm working on. And everything's greening up nicely, including my house. I'm going to call the power washer people this week, and hopefully they can come out soon. And my blueberry bushes, they're budding. So maybe this year I'll get some blueberries. And my lettuce is doing phenomenal, and it planted itself. I had lettuce in here last year, and all this planted itself. So, work to do. Today would be a nice day to work in the garden, but I have to get going and take care of some business. So, okay, there it is. Making some progress. It's slow but steady, and that's the way I'm going to work it. Right, buddy? We're going to work it that way. All right, well, I just got done at my mom's, took her prescription. Stopped at Walmart, got my creamers. And while I was at Mark's getting Mom's prescription, I picked up the rest of my flowers. I got half a flat of marigolds, half a flat of zinnias, and a flat of begonias. So those will be for the backyard. And I already have all the flowers I need for the front yard. So now I got to get to planting. I got to get busy, empty some more pots, and make it look nice and neat back there. Then the last thing that I have to do yet is do some weeding and putting down some mulch. But I got to get my flowers planted first, otherwise they get too leggy. And then it was a waste of money. So I find that when I first transplant my flowers, sometimes not all of them make it. For some reason, they just don't like the shock of being transplanted. So that can always be an issue. But that's okay. So I'm thinking this year may be the last year that I do vegetables other than tomatoes and peppers. I'm not doing too much. Oh, and lettuce, of course. I just like fresh salads in the summer. So anything else I've got going, I think this is going to be the last year for it. Things like zucchini and eggplant. I don't know. I have to see. I have to see how much room, excuse me, how much room I actually have after I downsize. And then I can make an informed decision as to what I want to do. So it's like different phases in life. You know, summer and spring and fall, it's gardening and outdoors. In winter, it's doing all the mundane things inside, like sorting through your stuff, seeing what you want to keep, seeing what you want to get rid of. And I need to get rid of some of my old things that I'm trying to use things up as much as I can, but I still have too much. So on rainy days, I'll try and focus on that and then get ready and have the donation people come and pick up my donations. The stuff I'm getting rid of isn't like garbage worthy. You know, it's still decent stuff, but some things I'm just tired of, or I don't like them anymore. There's all kinds of different reasons. So, like I said before, just because you're downsizing doesn't mean you can't get new things. The thing is, you don't want to keep layering new things on top of old things, because then you get in trouble and you end up with a mess, like I have, a mess. I don't even know how that happened. I never had a house like this, ever. But for some reason, it's happened. So, and I know I just can't keep up with it anymore. I mean, I've come to that realization, and I have to go with it. I can't keep saying, oh, I'll be better tomorrow, or this is just a temporary thing, or, you know, making excuses for myself. I can't keep doing that. It is what it is, and this is what I am today, and tomorrow I'll probably be different again. So right now I'm just going to enjoy what I have in the garden, and hopefully somebody's got their music blasting, and hopefully I can get it all done. But this is a good lesson for me to actually assess what it is I can still do and what I can't do. And I'm thinking in the future, this winter, I'm going to try and stay out of the stores most of the time. And I'm just going to go to Instacart, and I'll reinstate my Walmart Plus. But for the summer, you know, I can still go out and drive and things. But in the winter, I don't want to bother with that. And I've discovered that I actually spend less money with the shopping apps if I don't go into the store. Because then I only buy what I need and not just random things that I don't want. Because when I'm on the Walmart site, there's specific things that I buy, and I don't browse that site. I just look for exactly what it is that I want. So, and pretty much with Amazon too, I just look specifically at what I want. You know, they send me texts and things like that. Well, we think you might like this item and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, if I haven't thought of it myself, I don't need it. So, anyway, those are my thoughts on shopping. But now that it's summer, I can still go out into the store. And actually, it's good for me to get out and not close myself off like a hermit, because I could very easily do that. I'm just, that's my personality. I call myself an introverted extrovert. I can have wonderful conversations with people that I have things in common with, but by nature, I'm more of an introvert. I like being alone, and I don't always like being around people that I have to make small talk with, because that's something that I don't enjoy at all, is small talk. I enjoy subjects that have a little meat to them and things that interest me. So I love hanging out with people that have common interests with me. So anyway, I'm on the way home now, and I want to empty some more pots when I get home, drill a few holes in my garden bed, and really sit and have a nice iced coffee and think about what I want to do. So, okay, I'm going to drive now, and I'll be back in a little bit. Well, the rain has started, and it feels really nice and refreshing. So before the rain started, I did get several more pots emptied out. And now I'm glad it's raining and it can water what I got planted. I planted some self-sown lettuce, transplanted it. So hopefully I'll get a lot of lettuce this year. It's looking like I'm going to. So I won't need to buy it. But this is a very nice rain. So now I can sit and relax for a little bit. I really love my backyard. It's very peaceful. Even though I hear traffic noise, it's sort of like a white noise. It's not bothersome at all. All right. Well, I'm glad I got done what I got done today. At least I feel like I accomplished something. So, what I have to do, because some of these pots are really big, I have to put the dirt in a smaller pot and go dump it, and get some more, and go dump it. So it's very lengthy and tedious, but hey, you have to adjust to what you can do rather than saying, I can't do anything. There's things that you can still do to make life a little bit easier. That's like even cleaning, you just, if a regular vacuum is too heavy for you, you can get a lightweight stick vacuum. And if you have carpet, you get one with a beater brush. That's what I did this last time when I got a stick vac. Wanted to make sure it had a beater brush, and they're not that expensive. So, and then the Swiffer dusters, it may not be like perfect, like when you were younger and your house was perfection, but it's better than nothing. And sometimes better than nothing is good enough, at least in my opinion. My mom said, oh, I just don't feel like cleaning anymore. And my mom always loved to clean. She was a cleaning nut. Everything had to be spick and span. And now she goes, I just don't feel like it anymore. And she said, I don't even care, because it used to drive her crazy if things weren't in the way she liked them. So I was laughing, and I said, well, it only took you 95 years to get there. And she started laughing. She said, yeah, that's true. So in that case, I wasn't an apple that didn't fall far from the apple tree, because even though my house was always clean, it wasn't perfection. It was just good enough. So, but now even good enough has gotten a little less than what it used to be. So, but anyway, it's okay. I'm not unhappy. I'm doing all right with it. And every day is a new adventure to me. I think, well, what can I do today to make life a little easier, to make it more pleasant? And if you have situations in your life that aren't pleasant, then maybe think about what you can do to make the situation better or easier. So, well, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I'm just going to relax, watch a little YouTube, put my feet up, get in my jammies, and call it good. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. And thanks for watching.